Hey all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ikea. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining. And if you're returning, thank you for coming back. So today's video is a difficult one for me. Today I'm going to be sharing my top 10 perfumes for life. So that means if I had to choose the top only 10 fragrances in my collection, I'm gonna let y'all know which ones I would choose. Now this was very difficult for me because I have a ton of fragrances that I absolutely love and wear all the time. So this one was really hard, but I'm just gonna put a little caveat out there and say that these are my current top 10 fragrances for life, and this list will probably most definitely change. But if you're interested in knowing what my top 10 fragrances for life are, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first fragrance that I want to share as a part of my top 10 for life is Ariana Grande's Cloud. I love this fragrance so much. I'm very just impressed with this because I will be honest, I'm not a huge fan of a ton of celebrity fragrances. I'm not really into them as much as I was back when I was a little bit younger. But Cloud is so good. It's definitely a gourmand. It's very sweet. It's very warm. It's very fun. It's a fun fragrance. It has vanilla. There's caramel in here, marshmallow, pralines, a ton of sweet notes in this fragrance, but it absolutely smells divine and I love it so much. I love the fact that this fragrance can be worn during the day and at nighttime. Of course, a ton of people say that this smells like a dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540, and I would have to say that it is along the same fragrance family. It's a little bit more sweeter though, and I just love the sweetness. I think that this is such a great buy, and for the price, it's a great steal. So I could not do a top 10 and not include Cloud. This one is my jam. So next we have Valentino's Donna Born in Roma. Oh, y'all, I love this fragrance so much. This is actually my favorite from the Valentino perfumes. This is sweet and floral, but it's a sexy kind of floral. Definitely great for date night, but you can also wear this during the daytime as well. I would probably say if you're wearing this during the daytime, I would wear it for something like brunch or a girl's day. It's one of those fragrances where it really does stand out and you do get a ton of compliments on it. But I love this so much. It has vanilla in it. There's rose, jasmine, and I think it's actually bourbon vanilla that's in here, but it's sweet and warm and very floral, and I absolutely love it because it's not heavily floral. You really do get the sweetness from the vanilla and it blends perfectly. But y'all, I love this fragrance a lot. It is my jam, and you can wear this all year around. So next we have Louboutin's Louis Rouge. Y'all, I love this fragrance so much. It has iris, vanilla, cardamom. So it's sweet, it's a little sour, but it's also got a little spice to it. This is considered an oriental fragrance, and I absolutely love it because it's not overwhelming, it's not overpowering. It's one of those fragrances where you will definitely smell good. I would say though, like the projection is moderate, and the Siage is also moderate. It's one of those fragrances where you have to really be up close and someone has to be in your personal space in order to really get a whiff of the fragrance. But it smells divine and I love it so much. And I'm also obsessed with the packaging. Like, it's so, so cute. But this is one of those fragrances, it kind of reminds me of the holidays. I can't wait to wear this around Christmas time. But I absolutely love this. I think that it is great as well for the daytime and the nighttime. And yeah, I love Louis Rouge. It smells phenomenal. So this next fragrance is a gourmand lover's dream. So this is Fève Delicious or Delicious. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce this, so I apologize if I butchered the name. But this is from Dior, and this is from the Private Blend. Y'all, I love this fragrance so much. Again, this is perfect if you love gourmand fragrances. There's vanilla, there's milk in here, there's praline, there's a sour cherry note in here that really stands out to me. There's also cardamom and lavender, and it just smells so, so good. Ugh. It is a little powdery as well, but it's like a powder sugar to me. It's sweet, and that cherry, again, it really stands out. And I absolutely love this fragrance. Ugh, if you love gourmands, I definitely recommend this one because it is just so, so good. Now, I've heard rumors that this fragrance might be discontinued, but I really don't know if that's true or not. I just absolutely love this. So I would definitely recommend getting your hands on this because it is divine. Ugh. So this next fragrance is so sexy, y'all. It is so sensual and so sexy. I just think this might be the most sexy fragrance that I have in my collection. It is called Passions de l'Amour from the house of Siage. And first of all, the packaging is gorgeous, but it smells divine. So there's raspberry in here, vanilla, there's oud. I also think that there's bergamot in here, and it is just one of those fragrances that you just can't get enough of. It is very warm and deep and just very sensual. Like, this is the perfect date night vibes, okay? When you trying to like snatch them up, this is the one. It smells so, so good. I think of this fragrance and I think of like a tropical vacation. Dinner on the beach is what comes to mind. Y'all, it smells so, so good. Like, when I think about passion, I think of Passions de l'Amour. This fragrance is like no other. The oud stands out to me, but it's not a heavy oud. It's not overpowering. It blends in very nicely with the vanilla that balances it out. And then that little bit of raspberry also helps to add sweetness to it. But I just can't get enough of this fragrance, y'all. It is just so good. Okay, you guys, so I cheated. I had to put an honorable mention in there because I just felt like I had to mention this fragrance, and it was very, very close between this one and another one. So before I get to my top 5, I just want to share this honorable mention. This is Gris Charnel from BDK. I just love this so, so much. So this is very unisex to me. It smells like a masculine fragrance that was made for a woman. It's got black tea, there's cardamom, fig. I believe there's also ginger in this fragrance. It is very, very warm and woody, and I love it so much. I still want to know what it smells like on a male, but I think it smells so good. The reason why I kind of put this as an honorable mention and I didn't mention it in my top 10 is because it's one of those fragrances where you either like it or you love it. It's not for everybody, but I personally happen to just really be obsessed with this fragrance. It's my favorite from the BDK fragrances. It's just sensual and warm, and I get a ton of compliments on this one as well. And I just love it so much. So this is my honorable mention. It's not in the top 5 or in the top 10, but I just still love it so much. So I just had to mention it and share it with you guys. Okay, y'all, so we are on to the top 5 fragrances for life. And the next one that I want to share with you is from Byredo. This is Bal d'Afrique, and oh, I love this fragrance so much. So this one I love because it is fresh. It's fresh, it's crisp, and it's clean. So there's lemon in here, there's vetiver, there's orange flower, and it just smells amazing. I just love the freshness and the crispness of this fragrance. It has that lemon in there and you can smell it, but it's not super citrus. It's really just a clean fragrance. I love this for daytime. Actually, I kind of wear this all the time, day and night. This is one of those fragrances where you can definitely overspray it. You can go overboard because it's not overwhelming, but people will still smell you, but it's just not one of those highly like beast mode fragrances. It's got a nice subtleness to it and it smells divine. I usually overspray this though. I spray it like there's no tomorrow, but I do that with most of my fragrances. But anyway, I absolutely love this one from Byredo. This is actually the only fragrance that I own from Byredo, so I'm going to have to check out some more fragrances. So comment down below, though, if you have some fragrances from Byredo that you absolutely love. Comment down below and let me know what those ones are. But this one, Bal d'Afrique, I could not do a top 10 and not mention this one because I wear this almost every day, especially when I'm like running errands or just going out and about. This is the one that I gravitate towards, and I actually have this one on today. So again, this is Balled Out Freak from Byredo. All right, y'all. So this is the fourth fragrance from my top 10, and this is Lost Cherry from Tom Ford. Ooh, when we talk about sensual and sexy fragrances, this one is up there, okay? It is so good. This is cherry done right. So Tom Ford's Lost Cherry has cherry in it, but there's also almond, there's vanilla, cinnamon, liqueur, and it just smells divine, y'all. It's very deep and very warm. I would definitely say that this is a nighttime fragrance. I personally wouldn't wear this during the daytime, but it's definitely a nighttime fragrance, and it is so good, y'all. If you like cherry and almond blended together in like a little booziness, this one is for you. This is definitely my favorite Tom Ford fragrance. I just love it so much. I can't get enough of it. Sometimes I just have to go buy my perfume collection and just spray it because it smells phenomenal. But yeah, Lost Cherry has to be in my top 5 because I can't get enough of it. It's so good. Really, really good, y'all. All right, y'all, we are getting down to the wire. We're on to the top 3. And this next one, of course, is MFK's Baccarat Rouge 540. I just feel like, can we have a top list and not mention Baccarat Rouge? Like, I couldn't do it. There's no way I could do it. So I am obsessed with this fragrance. I love it so much. Obviously, it's like one of those viral fragrances that everybody was obsessed with and have been talking about for years now. It's very popular, but I feel like it's worth the hype. It is just, it's so good. It's got a little woodiness to it, a little spiciness to it. There's sweetness in there as well. And I always say that it's not mentioned in the notes any citrus, but I feel like citrus comes out on my skin. But this one has amberwood, ambergris. There's also cedarwood in this fragrance and a little bit of jasmine, and it smells divine, y'all. This is one of those fragrances that's very versatile. You can wear it anytime. I would definitely consider this as a signature scent fragrance. Again, you can wear it every single day. You can wear it at nighttime, daytime. It's not overwhelming, and it gets so many compliments, okay? Men love this fragrance, women love this fragrance, kids, aunties, grandmas, everybody loves this fragrance because it smells divine. Like, I just can't get enough of this fragrance. It smells so good, y'all. I have this in this size right here. I have a little travel size in my purse. I cannot be without Baccarat Rouge 540. I can't get enough of it. I absolutely love it. When this one is gone, I'm gonna get another one, because it's just that good. So I definitely had to mention Baccarat Rouge 540 in my top 10 fragrances for life because it is that girl, okay? It is that girl. All right, y'all. So we are at the top 2, and my number 2 fragrance, I love this one so much. This is Donna exclusive by Parfums de Marly. Whew, let me tell y'all something about this right here. Donna exclusive is divine. It's got rose, there's musk in here, vanilla, there's oud and lychee and pear. It smells phenomenal. This is floral done right. So I'm not a huge rose fan, but there's rose in here and it's done right. Again, this fragrance is just so fruity and creamy. There's a creaminess to this that I absolutely love. It's a little sour as well, but it is just divine, okay? The projection on this one is really good. The Siage is good. And the longevity of this fragrance, y'all, I sprayed this one time. I sprayed it on my clothes and I just kept smelling it. It smells so good. This is one of those fragrances where I literally just want to bathe in it, okay? I just want to drench myself in Delina exclusive. Now, I know that they sell a hairspray of Delina. I wish they did it in the exclusive version because y'all, I would be spraying the mess out of that. But yeah, I love Delina exclusive so much. It is just, it's a dream. It is a dream. It smells so good. So this one, it wasn't a tough decision at all. I knew that I had to put Delina exclusive in my top 10 fragrances for life because, again, I'm obsessed with it. I would bathe in it if I could. This is one of those fragrances, though. It is for that girl that likes to have fun. She's flirtatious. She's inviting. She's still like on her grown woman stuff. I always say this is for that woman that she likes to have fun, but she's about her business as well. So she's very well-rounded. And this is a well-rounded fragrance. So I absolutely love this one. And again, it is just phenomenal. If you love floral, check this one out. This is Delina exclusive from Parfums de Marly. So we are at the top fragrance. Can y'all guess what it is? If you've been following me, I feel like you know what it is. Well, anyway, we're going to get to the top one, and it is no other than C by Giorgio Armani. Ugh, I just love this so much. This is like warm and sexy and sensual and seductive and all of the things. When you think about date night and you think about alluring fragrances, that's the vibe that I get with C. So C has actually been my favorite fragrance for about 5 or 6 years now. For however long it came out, that's how long it's been my favorite. I just love it so much. So there's patchouli in here, there's woody notes, there's vanilla. It is like a warm floral and there's a little bit of spiciness to it. And I always say that this scent describes me perfectly. It's warm, it's spicy, and a little sweet. And I feel like that's how I am. I'm a little spicy, but I'm sweet too. But yeah, I love this fragrance so much. I have so many memories associated with this fragrance. It reminds me of Europe. It reminds me of this time I sprayed it all over my sister when we were at the store, and it was stuck on her. Like, we couldn't get that scent out. It was stuck on her for a few days. So it always reminds me of that time. It just has so many great memories associated with it. And I'm just in love with this fragrance, y'all. Now, I heard that it was repackaged, I think like this year or last year. I'm not sure. I haven't smelled the repackaged version because I've actually had this one, I want to say since 2017 or 2018. I've had this bottle. And it probably looks like I haven't used it, but I used the mess out of this. But anyway, I've not smelled the repackaged one, so I'm not really sure what the difference is. But I am very grateful that I have the original because, oh, it is divine. Okay, it is divine. So this is definitely a nighttime fragrance. I mean, I always say that fragrance is personal. You can wear it whenever you want, any time of day, any season. But I personally love this fragrance for nighttime. Again, it's just so sexy and seductive. And this is like, I'm about to go give me a man kind of fragrance. This is a fragrance that I would wear with my freakum dress, if you know what I mean. That's what this fragrance is. It is just everything. It's all the vibes. And I'm so glad that this one is becoming popular again. I've been seeing this all over Instagram, and I've also been seeing it on YouTube. And I'm so glad it's getting the love that it deserves because it is top 2 and it is not 2, okay? So anyway, this is C from Giorgio Armani. All right, y'all. So those were my top 10 fragrances for life with one honorable mention. But that was actually really hard because, again, I just have so many fragrances that I love. So some of those were really just hard to choose. I love fragrance. So I just don't want to do that ever again, okay? But anyways, I had a ton of fun sharing my top 10 fragrances for life. Comment down below and let me know what your top 2 fragrances are. Let me know in the comments down below because I would love to hear what fragrances you're into. Also, be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Be sure to also subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. And Follow me on social media. You can check me out on Instagram and on Twitter. My handle is at Ikea Alexis, and it'll be linked down below in the description box. I'll also be sure to link all of the fragrances that I mentioned in this video. And that is all, y'all. I hope you have a great one. Thank you so much for watching, and be safe. Bye.